Good morning.
It's always a good morning, nature.
Speaking of nature, today for your viewing pleasure, we will present a brief documentary before our regular Saturday morning programming.
And afterward, we'll let you get right back to your Caillou binge.
And now, without further ado, we present Romanticism. It really done happened.
Yeehaw! And then Caillou.
Okay, what? Nature, sentimentality, imagination, spontaneity. The tenets of Romanticism place emphasis on the soulful, the irrational, and the supernatural. Romantic writers were interested in exploring the beauties of nature and the passions of humanity, preferring emotion and sensuality over intellect and reason.
Romanticism arose as a reaction to the Enlightenment and the rationalist movement. The Romanticists saw the Enlightenment philosophes as too objective and too soulless. They said the rationalist emphasis on reason over emotion stifled passion and creativity. The Romanticists also resented the Enlightenment's treatment of nature. They thought that taking science to nature and objectifying everything detracted from the pure beauty and awe that nature provided. The Romanticists preferred admiring nature for its beauty through pure, genuine, emotional reaction, rather than having to measure everything and break everything down to scientific observations. The Romantic movement followed the French Revolution. They admired the rebels' nationalistic fervor and their commitment to liberty and brotherhood. Their support for other nationalist movements in the early 19th century led to the Romantic era also being called the Age of Revolution. The Romanticists' interest in nationalism translated into an interest in folk culture and folklore. The other major historical context for Romanticism was the Industrial Revolution. Romanticists abhorred it, seeing its factories with their smoke and machinery as contaminants of the natural beauty which they held sacred. Romanticists also viewed childhood as a necessary time of innocence, and the increase in child labor that the Industrial Revolution caused disgusted them.
Romantic literary works often deal with exotic or imaginary subjects with highly personal, emotional themes. Plots can be high adventure, like that of Moby Dick, or unusual and impossible, like that of Frankenstein. Romantic novels are often set in nature, using landscapes as extensions of human personality. Romantic novels sometimes explore the past, especially medieval times, when people had a supernatural view of the world, like the Romanticists.
Oh hey, didn't see you there. I, Johann Graber, am so very pleased to be offering you an excellent product today. I'm so pleased to be providing Johann Graber's Romanticism, the full collection. Romanticism, the full collection, is the most comprehensive collection of prose, paintings, poems, pieces, and pretty much anything else from the Romantic artists of the last 2 centuries. And it's available right now. You've got writers such as Nathaniel Hawthorne, Edgar Allan Poe, William Wordsworth, Jane Austen, Mary Shelley, John Keats, and many, many, and I mean many more. Included in Johann Graber's Romanticism, the full collection, is works such as Ode on Aggression, An Ode to a Nightingale, Rip Van Winkle, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, The Raven, The Pit, The Pendulum, The Telltale Heart, I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud, The World is Too Much for Us, Pride and Prejudice, Sense and Sensibility, The Scarlet Letter, Frankenstein, and 7,657 other fantastic works. But that's not all. Order right now and we'll throw in a free, real, romantic author. Bring him in. Bring him in. With John Keats at your side, you'll never be short on things to read. Alright, get him out of here, get him out of here. But don't just take it from me. Longtime customers of Johann Graber's Romanticism, the full collection, are still getting their money's worth.
I bought a copy of Johann Graber's Romanticism, the full collection, 23 years ago, and I'm still not done with it. I will never be done with it.
Let's take a look at just one of these wonderful books. Let's see. Ooh, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, a real romantic era treasure. The novel follows Victor Frankenstein's emotion-wrought struggles against the monster he creates out of body parts from dead bodies. Due to the fantastical nature of the plot, emotional and passionate characters, questions about human nature and God, this book definitely constitutes a wonderful 7,657th of this collection. For just one payment of $8,089.99, this book, along with the rest of this wonderful collection, can be yours. Also, call now and we'll throw in your very own free romantic writer. No questions or cost added. You do not want to miss this amazing chance to add some wonderful books to your collection.
A big thanks to our sponsors for making this show possible.
Without qualified businesses like that, our quality broadcast would be on a much lower budget.
We'd also like to thank PETA, God, PBS, The Kitchen Sink, Ingrid Bergman, and nature-loving viewers like you. Thank you.
And now for an inspirational pep talk by the great transcendentalist Shia the Beef.
Followed by the ultimate inspirational pep talk, Caillou.
Okay, why?
Do it! Just do it! Find your own original relation to the universe. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So today, you do it! Make Ralph Waldo Emerson proud. Some people conform to society and dream of success, while you're gonna go out in nature and connect to the universe. You should take inspiration from our fathers, the English and German Romanticists, and never quit. What are you waiting for? Just become a transcendentalist like Emerson and Thoreau. You should get to the point where anyone else would blindly conform, and you're not going to stop there. Why? Because you're good. All humans are naturally good. Nothing is impossible. Just do it. If you're tired of American slavery, stop giving up. Just critique it.
Shia the Beef is wrong. He's too optimistic. I've got none of that. Stuff is impossible, and humans aren't good at all, and we've all got limits. Why try at anything if life is just evil and empty? Well, at least stuff has meaning. Everything has meaning. And everything usually has a spiritual explanation. What did he call himself? Transcendentalist? I guess that makes me anti-transcendentalist. Most people call me and my associates like Edgar Allan Poe and Nathaniel Hawthorne goths. Goths are pretty similar. I get why people would call us that. Nature is powerful, but I don't know about all that universe nonsense. Death, sin, evil, bah humbug.
Wow, what a treat.
Sure was.
Yeah. And now for a nature walk?
Nature walk.
Oh, hey there, Yorkie Chesterton here. Thanks for coming out here with me and Rodney today. Whoa, that's pretty neat. Man, that's a spiritual connection. And you can tell it's a spiritual connection because of the way it is. For me, a romantic, nature's one of the neatest things on this planet. That's why me and Rodney started Nature Walks, so all you unique, nature-loving viewers could know just how neat nature is, instead of me and Rodney just knowing it. You're not really likely to find any bad juju out here neither. You're free to be yourself. Ain't nobody gonna stop you out here. Rodney, you see any society around here? No? No? See? Nothing. You want to worship this shrub right here? You can worship this neat little shrub. Hey, you're pretty neat. See? You can find yourself a god, or no god if you want, right smack dab in the middle of all this nature. If it makes sense to you, just take it and run with it. No one can restrict your flow. You make your own rules. You can even be your own hero. Just be your unconventional self, make some little estrangement from society, a sprinkle of cynicism and compassion, a dabble of altruism, and then embark on your own spiritual, physical, or emotional quest, and you're good to go. Sometimes I like to sprinkle in a little of that good old imagination and pretend I'm Hester Prynne from the Scarlet Letter. Those puritanical meanies shunned her from their society for having a child out of wedlock, but that didn't matter. She was cynical of him anyway. She did her best to raise her child Pearl compassionately and altruistically. Well, I'm gonna call it a day. But thanks for joining me and Rodney out here in all this nature. See you on the flip side.
Am I looking at the camera?
You are absolutely not.
Okay, that's a problem.
Say it again, I gotta memorize that.
Liberté, fraternité.
Oh my god. Ow.
Oh no. Did you...
Ingrid, strike a pose. You're on the catwalk. Oh.
Score line.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Restart that.
Arms are heavy, vomit on his sweater already, mom's spaghetti.
Thank you for watching. We hoped you enjoyed our Saturday morning program of Romanticism, that thing that existed.
And now, dear viewers, Caillou.